right there on top of the moon.
Hello, all, and welcome to my little corner of the internet. I'm Lily, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to make a collage on Photoshop. First, we're going to start by dragging an image of the shape that I want my collage to be shaped in, because I'm going to be making a book of heart-shaped pages. Also, my computer battery's bad. Oops. I'm going to be going to free transform to transform that heart into the size of the page, just dragging it to change the dimensions, and I'm moving it around the page. It stayed stuck a little bit more to the right, and so I moved it around a little bit. Now I've got some photos that I want to collage. I'm copying the names of those photos, pasting them in my search, and then dragging them from my search. I'm using a Mac, by the way, to edit these on in case that is relevant to how the little search bar and stuff work. But I just drag and drop the photos. I also free transform those, and then I fit them as need be, and I'm also adjusting the opacity. So the opacity is off to the right. I'm going to be messing with it right now. See, you can make it more opaque, less opaque, easier or harder to see through. These images are basically in separate layers, so you can see this layer is on the top, so it is going to be on the topmost of the collage, basically. It's going to be I'm duplicating it by doing the Command C and Command V, I think. Commands my keyboard, just whatever copy and paste commands are on your keyboard, you can duplicate with those. Again, going in and free transforming, and something really cool about free transform is you can spin around the image to kind of adjust where in your page it's going to be. I am just using these images to juxtapose those red lights because I think it's pretty cool. I am overlaying another copy of that image with, again, some adjusted opacity to be a bit lower, and overlaying yet another because I want to just have like those layers and almost an effect similar to the kind of like layered photos in Dadas. And now we're going to be using the object selection tool. And as you can see, the object selection tool is just being dragged right over, and I'm going to copy paste that. So you literally just do copy as commands on your keyboard, and then you go to the new layer that is made through the copy paste, and you just delete visibility on the original layer that had all of it, not just the selected bit. And now I am erasing around the edge of the eye because eyes are such a cool little thing to have in collages. Again, I'm going for that kind of avant-garde Dadaism style with this piece. Sorry if you could just hear me like swallow there. I'm just talking till I'm out of breath, and so like I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I never know what's happening. It's okay. So I'm erasing around it. And basically, when I erase and make a mistake, I can just click undo up on our menu. And I have not made a mistake yet that I see. But basically, in order to smooth out the edge, I just go over and over and over the edge again and again until it looks nice and smooth with the eraser, and the eraser is pretty small right now. I'll be showing you how to adjust the size of the eraser soon. I just clicked the object select tool to move it around, and now I am free transforming it to manipulate where in space it is. Again, adjusting that opacity to be lower so that you can see other layers through it, but I want it to be the top layer because I want the eye to really pop. And now I've duplicated it by, again, Command C on my keyboard, Command V on my keyboard. Is it Command V? Tell me, I don't know. Whatever the copy paste commands are. I keep doing this with each eye, and I'm stacking them, and I'm kind of moving around where the layers are, as you can see, and then I'm physically moving the eye in that layer, and then I'm going to select them all with the Shift key, and then am I merging them? What am I doing? I'm merging layers, yep. And now I'm going to, again, copy command and paste command, move them around a little teeny tiny bit with that free transform, and then I'm going to be dragging it to a different spot, because something I really like in some Dadaist photography that I've noticed is just this theme of like repetition, and I want to repeat these same eyes over and over in this piece. This is definitely, honestly, not my favorite collage. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm going to show you guys a really cool thing, or I just did, but if you want to go back, pause a little bit, I'm going to explain it to you while this is happening. You can go back and pause and see what happened. On that same menu where free transform is, there is a transform option, and you can like rotate 180 degrees, rotate 90 degrees, and you can flip horizontal and flip vertical. And I did one of those things to get the eye to be like the opposite of what it was. So that's cool. I'm stacking up that eye, and now I'm dragging this new photo. Can you tell I'm recording this voiceover at 2 a.m.? I'm getting so tired, but one of my friends told me that I have a really great voice to listen to and that I should think about narrating audiobooks. So I'm just hoping for the best with that. Anyway, I'm changing the kind of select tool. You can try and see which works best for you. This is the kind where you just kind of like trace around what you want to select, kind of, but it still auto selects it. I believe it's called auto select, could be wrong. I don't know. It was on the toolbar when I opened it. I'm too tired to read today. So basically, I deleted, I think, the layer under it. Again, I copy and pasted it though. I copy and pasted the selected part, then I deleted the layer that was a whole photo because it was just going to take up too much room because each layer takes up a ton extra storage. So basically you want as few layers as you can have by the end of your final product, but you also want to still be able to go in and edit that shit when you want to. Also, again, I'm just erasing the edges, but they don't have to be perfect, right? Because you're doing a collage. So you want it to kind of look almost like you cut it out from a magazine. So go a little bit over on those lines, you know, like cut like, oops, your scissors slipped a little bit and now you're getting creative with it, you know, mess with those shadows, make it look like it was physically pasted there, not like it was photoshopped there, right? Our intent today is not green screen, it is like collage, cut and paste kind of vibe. So now I am free transforming that piece of leg once again, and I am placing that towards the bottom corner of my heart. And what else am I doing? Ooh, look at me, I am using that's one of the transform things. Really cool. Highly recommend. Anyway, free transforming again. Oh, I'm tired. I should be sleeping right now. And what I want to do with this is I want to adjust the opacity to lower it, but I'm only going to do that temporarily because I want to be able to erase around the edge of the heart so that I can cut out the heart with no problemo. See all the edges of where that is supposed to be cut out when I print and cut it out, because I am going to be printing and cutting it out. This is ultimately going to be a printed thing. If you want to learn how to do a digital version of this where it is fully digital and at the end you just have the heart shape, nothing else around it, just that heart, let me know. I will show you, but basically we'll just merge and object select everything. Anyway, here I'm adjusting the eraser. As you can see, now it is much smaller, and so you don't get those little lumps that you would get along the edges of the lines you erased with a bigger eraser brush. So I am just touching that up a whole lot, turning back up that opacity to what I wanted it to be, and voila, you can see it's kind of the shape of that heart. Now I copy pasted the heart layer to have one layer behind everything like I previously had and also a layer on top. That layer on top, I'm lowering the opacity of that layer so I can see through it, and then I'm going to try to place it directly over where the one on bottom is. And the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to shift and group everything. So I'm going to click the top thing that's below the heart, go all the way down to the thing that's above the bottom heart layer, click shift as I click the thing above the bottom heart layer. I'm going to group it. I'm going to like just click those, tappity tap that right side of my keyboard, not keyboard, mouse pad, whatever, and I'm going to type in the group layer name, and then I'm going to turn off the visibility, lower the visibility, whatever for them. I don't know. I don't think that actually worked. I think I did something else. Who knows? What did I do? We'll find out. I don't know. Free transform, yeah, I did something like that just to make sure everything was lined up, basically. And so now I have also that heart on top because I realized the heart below was not gonna show through because I wanted the opacity of some things to be a lot higher. So now I'm realizing I actually want that leg somewhere else. I want it under this top eye, so I'm moving that around. You are always welcome to change your mind in Photoshop. You are always welcome to move things around, to make new edits, to mess with shit. That is part of the joy of Photoshop. Again, adjusting that eraser, and we are going in with the eraser, erasing the edges, because since the eye has a slightly lowered opacity, you can see through it, and so you could see the edges of that leg through it, so it looked kind of wonky until it was erased. What am I doing now? I don't know what I'm doing. Do you know what I'm doing? Oh, I'm still erasing that. I can see it now. Anyway, I've added a new picture, and I'm going to be selecting a little bit of this picture. Ew, it's a really bad picture, but I liked how the lace on my arm looked, I guess. Really bad mirror selfie. Please don't come for me. I know it's bad. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm doing the object selection tool again, and OMG, it is being so silly and crazy. I'm trying to select a good selection, but just none of it is coming out good. Do you see those little moving lines? That's around the selection. So again, I copy pasted with my keyboard. I Got rid of the visibility of the layer that it originally came from. I'm moving it around, free transforming. You get the gist now. It has been a hot second. Okay, free transform some more, moving that around. See, I kind of want the lace arms to function almost like flower petals around the eyes, and for the eyes to almost be like the center of a flower. You get what I'm saying, kind of? So this actually wound up being like a different final result than when it will be in the video. Like, I worked on it some after the video too. And that's going to be in the thumbnail. I literally just kept doing the same things. I just didn't have it on screen record because my computer conveniently shut off and then turned on again, but it just went black for like 5 minutes and stopped screen recording during that time. And I thought it was still screen recording because it looked like it was. And I hadn't clicked stop screen recording yet, so I kept going, and none of that got screen recorded. But anyways, as you can see, I'm just kind of moving around this duplication of that lace arm, free transforming it a little bit, all that fun stuff, erasing the top of it again because it will be seen under that eye, you know. And then I really should go to sleep now, adjusting that opacity because I want to layer it. I want to make it have some cool effect. So I'm going to be making another duplicate, again, just copy paste of that layer, people. So you're on that layer, see on the lower right how there's that one out of the many layers that is light gray. That's the layer that you're working on. It's the one that's light gray. And so I'm just erasing the one that is over the other lace arm so that we can have like a little fade, little ombre moment. And then I kind of adjusted the opacity of the eraser to actually give it that ombre moment. And again, adjusting that eraser size to also contribute to that. And then I undid it because I didn't like how it looked, and so I'm going to try it again. All right, look at me go with that nice big eraser brush. So proud, so cool. Very much vibing, very much a vibe. I am going to, what am I doing? Yeah, I duplicated another layer. I'm overlaying that again, just laying it over those other two lace arms. I've got a third. Now I've got a fourth. Oh my goodness, so many. Copy pasting them all and adjusting the opacity and whatever. I don't know if I was adjusting the opacity actually. I might be lying. You're the one watching the video. I'm the one watching it sleep deprived. So added another arm. Was having some trouble, I think, moving those around. That was stressful. Anyway, I'm erasing now, again, that like top that sticks through the eye. And then I'm adjusting the opacity some more because I am finicky about opacity, as it turns out. And then I think that I had to make the top layers invisible so that I could move around the layers beneath them without moving them around, because you can lock those layers, but I forgot about that. So I might show you that eventually. I might show you in a later video, but yeah. So now I'm adjusting the opacity of the top layer because it's been made visible again. If you click on that little eye icon next to the layer, that's what makes it visible and invisible. If that wasn't implicit, I don't know if it was implicit. I've been doing this for too long to know how to explain it. I'm joking. I can still explain it. Just this is my first video explaining it. And again, 1 a.m. So I'm selecting that little piece of lace shirt because it's a different piece of lace shirt. So variety, am I right? Now we're going to free transform that and make it like a little petal under this eye. And then basically after this video, I ran around and just like surrounded the eyes with petals, kind of is what it looks like. But you guys don't see that because again, my computer battery hates me. So if you want to give this video a like, subscribe and comment so that maybe one day I can monetize my videos and afford to get a new computer with a brand new battery that actually works and doesn't erase my artwork half the time. I would love you deeply for that. I think I'm gonna burp. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Anyway, I just saved this by like literally clicking the red X button, and then it'll have a save to your computer option. I always save to my computer. It'll have like, do you want to save? You click save. After you click save to my computer, and then you get to decide the name of the file and the location of the file on your computer. And make sure to save it as a TIFF because the TIFF will save all those layers so that you can go back in Photoshop and edit it later, which is what I did to make a slightly different end product than what this looks like. I can't speak anymore. I love you. Subscribe if you want to see more from me. Please give this a like. Good day, good night, good afternoon, good wherever you are. Good vibes.